What's up guys, LispyJimmy here and welcome your pretty faces to a brand new GTA 5 video. And today I just decided, because since I uploaded my video yesterday of me coming back, a lot of people were kind of confused on why I was so upset and why I actually wanted to just take a vacation. And I'm going to be explaining that in this video. I'm going to be explaining my story to you guys. So I really hope you do go on to enjoy this. And if you're a subscriber, can you show your support and leave a like? I haven't asked for that in a while. So if you are a sub, you are fucking awesome. So it all started really back around 8th grade. You know, I was living in a different county than I am in now. And it was around the time when my dad passed and my mom just didn't want to be in this house anymore that we were at. And, you know, who blames her? But as badly as she wanted to go, I didn't, because I had so many friends down there. You know, I was living there for like almost 11, 12 years, and I had so many friends that I just didn't want to leave. I really didn't. And plus I had a girlfriend down there too, so I just didn't really feel like up and leaving my friends and everything in my social life there. Once I moved, because I eventually did, obviously, yeah, my social life kind of, I don't know, it got a little non-social, but then at the same time it did. So this is how it happened. So I come to this new county. You know, it's 8th grade, and I'm finishing off 8th grade, and I meet a bunch of awesome friends that I'm still friends with now. So yeah, I mean, it was pretty awesome at first. It's when high school came, that's when it started getting pretty awesome. But yeah, let's just skip forward to 9th grade. So 9th grade comes along. I'm a freshman in high school, just starting off. And, you know, my friends from 8th grade, they're there with me too. But I meet this girl, all right? I meet this girl, and I didn't mean to get real close to her. But honestly, guys, like, when I met this girl, I felt like I was in love. I felt like I actually liked this girl. And I don't know. It's just really kind of hard to explain. But I was really attracted to her. And the problem was she had a boyfriend. She had a boyfriend, and some of you guys may say I'm a dick, but I took a few chances. I decided to make a few risky moves to try and get closer to her. So I dated one of her best friends, and listen, I dated her because I thought she was cute, but the relationship wasn't even going as I would think. So I just honestly broke up with her after 2 weeks, but it got me closer to this girl that I cared about. It got me really closer to her, and I let her know, you know, I let her know once I broke up with her friend that I just wanted to get closer to you. And over time, we gained a relationship. We gained this, I don't know, she had a boyfriend at the time as well, but she gained this relationship, we both did. And it felt amazing, honestly. It really did. It really did. She knew I cared about her. And the fact that I would just wait, it was around like 6 months, man, just as she dates her boyfriend, I just knew I cared about her too. So like I said, you know, after like 6 months or something, it was like 5 or 6 months, I'm not too sure. It was a few months later, it came to a point where her and her boyfriend was getting into fights a lot. They weren't really, I don't know, they were she didn't feel like being with him was right, I guess. And me and her were closer. Me and her can like connect more. And that's how I felt as well. So it came to a point where she broke up with her boyfriend, and we became like kind of like friends with benefits. And I'll never forget the first time I kissed her. It was amazing. And then after a while goes by, I decided to ask her out. You know, I decided to ask her out. Now listen, I have to say, guys, I did care about this girl a lot, so I want you guys to know that everything I was feeling was like love. This was my first love, basically. So I decided to ask her out. I decided to ask her to be my girlfriend, and she said yes. And that was honestly one of the best days that I could possibly remember of those days. And yeah, it was amazing. So around the time where it comes my first date with her, me and her are just like pretty close. We go to the movies, and it was honestly amazing. It was one of the best dates I've ever had with a girl, just because of how much love I had for this girl and how much care I had, and, you know, like just in general, how much I cared about her. You know, the day went on perfect. It's just a few days after that, things started getting weird. She started acting a little strange. And this was only like a few days like after she broke up with her boyfriend. So, I mean, I could kind of understand why she was feeling a little strange. But it came to a point where she actually broke up with me. I didn't really know what I did wrong, but she said that she heard from a friend that I didn't love her, that I was just lying for something. And I didn't even say that, but it turned out that that was the case. That was the whole reason. Then I find out that she goes back with her boyfriend, and it hurt so bad. So bad. Not as much as I was depressed recently, but it just hurt so bad that I just couldn't deal with seeing her. I couldn't deal with hanging out with her. I just couldn't deal with it. I couldn't deal with any of that stress. It was painful. It was a horrible pain. I can't even explain it. It was just bad, man. So it came to the point where I was just feeling horrible, guys, that I just needed to make a decision. And I made a decision, and that was to do homeschooling full time and focus on YouTube. I guess it was a good decision because that is when my YouTube started blowing up. That is when I started getting you guys. This is the time where as soon as I left, my YouTube just grew. It was like it was meant to be, and it was kind of weird, honestly, if you ask me, but it's just when it started, and it was crazy. At first, it was fucking crazy. I got her off my mind. I haven't thought about her for like, it was straight 2 years, just, she was off my mind. I finally let her go, and 2 years later, I decide that I want to talk to her. I want to ask her how she's doing. I want to get to know her a little bit more. And I feel like I haven't really got that chance and that ability to do so. So let's do it. And I hit her up. You know, at first, you know, when we were like texting, it kind of seemed all right. But when I talked to her, I could tell she was angry at me. I could tell she was mad at me. I could tell that I put her through a lot already, you know, just leaving in general, because I could just tell. I could just tell it in the sound of her voice. And I decided that, you know, I want to be friends with you again. You know, that's what I was telling her. Like, let's just be friends, and that's all I want from you. And I just want to be closer to you. And, you know, she hated me, but as much as she didn't really like me, I guess she decided, you know, let's do it. Fine. I'll give you a chance, right? So a few weeks go on, and I decide to finally talk to her in person, like actually hang out with her in person. And I even told her, you know, before that, like, you know, like I said, I just want to be friends. But as soon as I laid my eyes on her in person again, everything changed. My whole thought just changed. We had so much to talk about, so much to just get into, and it honestly, it made me feel a feeling I haven't felt ever since I left. It was such a good feeling. It was insane, actually, and it made me feel sensational. All jokes though, but it was amazing, honestly. And we started hanging out more. We started hanging out a lot more. The funny thing is, though, the first day we hung out, we already started hooking up. I remember the night like it was yesterday. I mean, it wasn't too long ago, but we stayed out all night until the sun rose at the beach. She went home. I never went to bed. Then she hit me up in the afternoon to go to the mall, and I just hung out with her all day. And then we went to the beach again later that night. And that's when I knew, yo, like, this is the girl I love. Like, this is the girl that I've been waiting for. And I guess I was wrong. I come to find out her dad doesn't even like me. Because when I left, I guess she went through a lot of depression. She went through a lot of, you know, being upset because I left her like that. And she just cried for days. And her dad just thought I was a piece of shit because I made her feel like crap. And how her dad hated me and just didn't like me. And it was all because I left. And she even tells me that I left. You know, I'm the one that left. But in all honesty, it's not the case. I just found out recently that this girl that I loved and cared about left me because she felt bad for her boyfriend. She broke up with me, not because there was a rumor going around I didn't love her, but she felt bad for her ex. She felt terrible. So she dropped me for him. And she says I'm the one that left. And I just recently found this out, and I'm just sitting here like, wow, that's terrible. Like, what? Like, you feel bad? So, and then how can you go on for all these days telling me that it's my fault that I left, I walked away, when you're the one and you know you're the one? It made me feel terrible. It made me, honestly, it made me feel betrayed. I didn't feel terrible. I felt fucking betrayed. And now I see no wonder this girl doesn't give a fuck anymore. Not to mention that her brother recently hit her. And this guy is fucked up, man. I mean, he hits her sometimes, but when you hit her and you leave a mark, man, I mean, I'm gonna be upset. I mean, wouldn't you? And he recently hit her, and it pissed me off. And I got really upset to the point where I wanted to beat his ass. I posted it on Twitter, and I got in trouble for it. Evidently, the father was pissed at her because she let me into her life. But it all comes down to the point where everything just, the way it ended. And how she said I left. That I ruined her life and that I left. When in all honesty, she's the one that left. So, that's my story, man. And I'm fine now. I'm completely fine now. I'm honestly done with it all. I just thought it was something that I needed to address to you guys so you know my story and why I was so upset, why I was so depressed, and what really got to me. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like and subscribe if you guys are new. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys have a great day.